We are going on a very long hike today. This will take about 8 hours, so we'll be gone all day long. And this is actually 2 hikes. The first one is called Red Canyon Slat or something like that. And I don't know if it's 2-hour round trip or a 4-hour round trip, but this will take me to another one that's called Peekaboo Trailhead. So the first part, I could actually drive it, but I read all the reviews and it says that it's very, very deep sand and you need a 4x4 vehicle, and even then you need to know how to navigate in deep sand, and I don't. And a lot of people got stuck even with those kind of trucks that should make it. So I'm not gonna chance it. I know I'll be the first one to get stuck, but you can also hike it. And I've read someone saying that you will really appreciate the Peekaboo Trailhead if you actually hike this all the way. So we're going to do that. And like I said, the second one is called Peekaboo Trailhead, and I've seen beautiful pictures. I think it's a very, very long canyon or slat canyon or something. I actually already forgot, but I've looked it up and I said, yes, I definitely want to do this. So it will be just me and the dog, and these are the things I'm taking. So I'm taking my hiking boots, but I'm also taking these are water shoes you would use, you know, when you go kayaking or water rafting. But I'm going to take these because if it's really hard to walk in the sand, then it would feel better if you're barefoot, but it's going to be hot. So these, I think, will save my feet from the heat of the sand, but it will make it easier to hike. So either way, I guess I will figure it out. I also have these boots for my dog. There are 4 of these because she has 4 legs, right? And we tried these on at home, and she kind of acted a little silly with it, but I think that's normal. But it has a little traction and it just goes like this. You could tie it on her feet. So I think this will be really good for her to hike on hot surfaces, and the sand will probably be pretty hot. So she's going to wear these. And besides that, she has a backpack. It's pretty heavy right now because it has 4 water bottles, 2 on each side, but she's old enough to carry her own water, and then there's a leash attached to it just in case. So this is also hers, and I have a lot of water. My backpack will be so heavy, but I have a big one like this. I have one that's completely frozen, and I have this one. I'm gonna fill this with these big huge ice cubes, so I think that will be enough. And I have a plastic bag to pick up her poop, my least favorite thing. And I'm taking 2 sandwiches with a lot of protein in it, and some apples, a granola bar. Let's see what else I have. I have a hat, and I have a knife. I don't know, you never know when you need a knife. It's good to have. So that is it. I'm really excited right now. It is about 10:40. So we'll be gone all day. We'll be back before sunset. Sunset's here at 9 o'clock. So it will be perfect. So let's go and do this. As soon as we started walking, I noticed how deep the sand was, and I knew I would have gotten stuck with my truck right away, so it was a good choice to hike. And I also noticed that the sand was super hot, so I put those boots on Misha. She let me put them all on, no problem, and she actually got used to them super quickly. I actually was walking a little bit on the side and had to step on plants. It was just a little bit easier to walk like that, so I'm sorry about that, but the sand was just so deep. It made it so hard to hike. Every step felt like 10 steps, and the dog got so tired so quickly. I was actually okay. I wasn't overheating, I wasn't thirsty, I wasn't tired. I just kept going. There were areas where the sand wasn't that deep, so I was able to seek those out, where even it was just like the rock under the layer of the sand, so I would try to step on those. But Misha started walking from tree to tree and then just lay down and didn't want to move, and then she started running from one tree to another just to lay under the shade. Misha, we're never gonna get there. You sit down and take a break at every single tree. Oh. All right, 5-minute break. We hiked for 2 straight hours with only stopping just a couple of minutes here and there for water. And at the end, the road actually got better. We had maybe like, I don't know, 20-25 minutes left. But by the time I was just mentally done, I just felt so tired. And then this car stopped and asked us if we wanted a ride. And we said yes. Misha jumped in the front and wouldn't move. So I had to ride in the back, which was actually totally fine. And it turns out this was actually an outfitter, and he was a guide that was already taking a group of people up there. So I was just so grateful, because it only took us 5 minutes driving, but it would have taken us a long time. And this way I was actually able to appreciate all the beautiful views.
I don't want to scare anybody, but I gotta point this out. There's a dead rattlesnake right here. No, he's dead. Yeah.
Don't get him, Donnie.
So my father always told me, a good snake is a dead snake. So
How long's he been there?
he's been there for a while.
I shouldn't come out here one.
Whoever said that you would appreciate this Slot Canyon after you take those 2 hours hiking was absolutely right, because this canyon was nice and shady and cool. But still, I would not advise you to do this hike in the summer. It's just too hot and too long and too hard in the sand. So you can actually hire these outfitters to take you out there. There are so many of them. Or you can bring your own side-by-side or ATV and take that. Or if you have a very good 4x4 truck and you know how to navigate the deep sand, then you can go ahead and try that. Or maybe have someone drop you off and then you can hike back. That wouldn't be so bad. But to go there and come back, I think that's way too much for anybody, especially in the summer. So naturally, we hitched a ride back. I did not want to hike back those 2 hours. That just seemed impossible. And Misha understood it, and she kept running after the group. She didn't want to miss her ride. And I have called that company and texted them and left messages to pay for my ride back. And so far I haven't heard from them, but I will continue because definitely want to pay for this. It definitely saved us. I don't know how Misha would have made it. I would have probably made it somehow in 4 hours possibly, but Misha was basically done when we got there. She did not want to get out of that side by side. She just did not want to walk anymore, anywhere, ever again. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, check out my other ones I have made and I am still making. I'm here in Utah for 2 weeks and every day we're going on a hike and I do a video about most of them. So check them out, and if you like what you see, consider subscribing. I will see you next time.